Hello, Star Wars Rebels fans, and my name is Jedi Jared, and today I'll be talking about Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 1, Steps in the Shadow, as it was premiered at Celebration Europe a while ago, but we finally get it today, and what an episode. I consider, this isn't like one of the best episodes, but it's up there, as you can't really beat, the Twilight of the Apprentice, because that had Ahsoka vs. Vader and all that, but this episode, it does it perfectly. It sets up the events that happen in that episode, the Twilight, and now it brings it into this episode in a character perspective. As please advise, this review will have spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode, please watch the episode and then watch this. As the episode starts with Ezra and the group trying to rescue Hondo, as we've seen in the Rebels clip, as it's a really cool rescue mission. As you have that pig person die, as I was really surprised, because when I was hearing that, people were saying that he might have lived, that pig person, but he actually dies. As it's starting to be a more of a darker show, because I think they started that saying it's on Saturdays now, they're trying to get that. And it's funny, because the only thing that's keeping it a kid's show is that the commercials, but I feel like the show's so dark it needs some humor as with the commercials. As you have Ezra talking with the holocron. I do believe it's the Darth Jedi from Knights of the Old Republic 2, Darth Trina. As that would be really cool. I hope it's her. As it is the voice of Ventress, but as in Dark Disciple, we already know what happened to her, so I don't think it's her. As Ezra is, I love the Ezra and Kanan communications in this episode. You see them like talking about that Sith holocron, they're arguing, they're bickering. As it's kind of making it seem like he's going as an Anakin route. As I still don't know if he's going to the dark side. I believe he is, but it could be a huge plot twist and not. As the episode then goes on, with Kanan talking to Bendu, the big creature we saw voiced by Tom Baker. As it's a great communication. I love the struggle of him becoming blind, him coping with being blind. It's one of the things I love about this show, is that you really don't think of blindness in Disney, but this show's doing it. I love that. As it just shows Kanan struggling. Bendu, I do believe that he might be some like a dark force user. I don't think he's telling the truth and all, but we'll see. He does have the Sith holocron at the end of the episode, Bendu, because Kanan has this whole thing of with the spiders, which I love. Him getting to know them, which even Ezra couldn't when he tried in season 2, which I love that. And if you notice, when Ezra and Kanan are talking, they did have a Ben Cardinero picture for the pod race, and then I believe it was like a Millennium Falcon picture near it, which was a kind of cool Easter egg. As that's what this show does, it has these cool Easter eggs that ties into the franchise. As the episode goes on, and you have Ezra with the crew trying to break in to find the Y-Wings, I believe they're called, yeah. As the Imperials are destroying them, as they have to get it, and that person we saw in season 2 with the whole Rex episode with him being captured, that guy returned, the Imperial officer, which I find really fascinating that they're bringing back characters that serve a big purpose, but they bring them back, which is a big thing. And having Ezra, I don't know if he's doing the dark side, but it's really, I really don't know. That's interesting. I love how he sacrifices himself, and he's taking down the thing, falling down the visuals with the sand, and then Kanan helping Hera, and they're rescuing him, and I felt like I was in episode 5 watching it again. One of the best scenes of the show, in my opinion. It was a great episode. And you people are probably asking, why haven't you mentioned Grand Admiral Thrawn? He's not really in this episode. The voice does this, the person who does Grand Admiral Thrawn does a great job so far. I am digging the actor. It's Grand Admiral Thrawn from a sketch. How he's more of a Vader that we saw in season 2. If he's not going to try go and get them right now, he's a bigger plan like Vader did for the Rebels. As that's what I'm loving. I'm also liking this Price person. The Imperials have so many people. As the episode ends with Ezra and Kanan talking to each other, and they start being like friends again. I don't know if they're patching it that easy. I believe they'll probably have more episodes of that. Ezra being tempted still with Maul, and that's what I for predictions. As I believe that we are going to see the Darth the Holocron again, because in the trailer you see them bending into. I don't know how does Maul get it from Bendu, which that's gonna be a big thing, because I believe the next episode is we're going to have Maul. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the recon that they do, as I will talk about that in my next video once I see it. And just knowing Maul's in presence, I'm so happy that they didn't bring Maul, because we had already this bigger Imperial. And I also forgot to mention that I believe the person Hera was giving the Y-Wings to were to the person that we saw in episode 4. I'm not sure. Please tell me if I'm correct. As I'm believing we're getting so close to episode 4. Everything's lining up to Rogue One. I'm so happy for the Rebels. I give it at least a 9 out of 10. This was one of the best episodes. It didn't have to be as big as Twilight. It just had that motion. What a great episode. What a great start for Rebels. I'll be doing these every Saturday. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more reviews. And as always, may the Force be with you always.